Welcome to Quash. Quash uses a regular deck of 52 cards. It's a 2 or 4 player game. We're going to show you the 2-player version. I'm the one holding the cards right now. I'm the black side, and this is my black marker. Player 2 is the red side. This is their red marker. And it's a race to whoever is first to get onto that quash circle wins the game. So what you do is you draw for cards. Highest card gets to deal first. We did that, and so I'm dealing first. For 2 players, you deal 13 cards to each. And then the remaining 26 cards go on the pickup pile. For 4 player, you just deal out all the cards to everybody. So this game's all about highest cards and sequences. So what I like to do is I tend to put my cards in numerical order, and it just allows me to see the potential sequences that can be made for it. So if you look on the game board, you'll see here you'll eventually have 3 cards. The goal is to have 3 cards in a sequence, such as 8, 9, 10. Here is a double sequence. You only have 2 cards, and you say a 10 jack. This is a single, and then it repeats triple, double, single, triple, double, single, and it's a battle against each other. So whoever ends up having the higher single card compared to the other player will end up advancing 1 point. So we'll get started, and since I dealt, red goes first. So they just placed a 10 of diamonds on the 4 spot. I don't have to play on the 4 spot. So you can play your 1 card wherever you want. So they played the 10. You pick up a card to replenish your 13 cards in your hand. So I am going to ace is always high. So there's a potential tiebreaker situation here. When it comes time to do the scoring at the end of this round, once we've filled all of these spaces, when we come to this, we have to go to our remaining cards in our hand and expose a card. Whoever has the higher card will end up winning this battle, but you'll see that later. So the reason why that I put a 2 there is because I'm thinking that I might not be able to get a queen, king, ace triple sequence here. So I am going to just sacrifice that spot and then try picking up decent cards from the pile, and hopefully I'll pick up decent cards where I can generate higher sequences elsewhere. Okay, so I picked up the last card, and what that now means is obviously we don't have any more cards to pick up, but you continue playing with what's left in your hand. Now that all these cards are face up on the table, and I've got all my cards that I'm looking at, I can actually now figure out exactly what cards the red player is holding. So now the strategy can potentially change. For example, I don't have a queen in my hand, and I see a 1, 2, 3 queens up on the board, so I know that red is holding a queen still. In terms of kings, there's three on the board, 1 in my hand. Therefore, I know that red doesn't hold a king. So you just continue to play 1 card at a time on your turn until all of these sequences have been fulfilled. So now it's time to go through the scoring. So always start at card spot number 1 and you compare the two. So in this case, red wins because they have the higher sequence, so they get a point. Black wins because I had the higher sequence. Black wins again, higher sequence. Red wins. Black wins. Now it's time for a tiebreaker. You don't have to play your highest card, especially if there's multiple tiebreakers. So perhaps if I did play a jack here, then perhaps I want to save my higher card to ensure that I win this tiebreaker versus this tiebreaker. In this case, because this is the only tiebreaker, I am just going to play my highest card. Oh, so for tiebreakers, you pick your card and flip it down, and then at the same time, you flip it up. So now, because we tied the tiebreaker, you then choose another card to play, and then flip it up at the same time. So red wins because they had a higher tiebreaker card, so they get 1 point. Red wins another point for a higher sequence. Black wins a point. And red wins a point. And then you just grab, so that's the end of that scoring round. So now since I dealt, now red deals to me. And you do the exact same thing. and continue on with the game. So to back up, because of what's in my hand, I didn't have a 5 or an 8, so I just picked a very low card, and it's an unfulfilled sequence, or a failed sequence. So now I'm just going to do a quick count for some high cards to see what red might have left in their hand in terms of high cards. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 aces have been played. 1, 2, 3. So she's holding a king. So I'm not going to play my queen here because she'll just end up beating me with her king. But is there a tiebreaker? There's no tiebreaker, so okay. So we're done this round, so now it's time to do the scoring. So 10 Jack Queen beats 2 3 4. 9 10 beats 8 9. And ace beats a 2. So here, red automatically gets 1 point because I have a failed sequence. They also get a point for winning the hand. I win this one because I'm same suited and red is not. And king beats queen for a point. Here I win card spot 7. I also win card spot 8. And I win card spot 9. For the game's very first quash, which is 2 bonus points. And to obtain a quash, the game board is divided into 3 sectors. This is sector 1, sector 2, sector 3. If you beat your opponent's all 3 hands in a sector, then you quash them and you get a bonus 2 points. So I got a point for winning this one, a point for winning this one, a point for winning this one, and then 2 bonus points for the quash, which I've already marked. So now red dealt last, so now it's my turn to deal again for the next round. Okay, this is the last round because there's only about 5 spots left to crown the winner. First person during the scoring round to land on the quash button will win. Therefore, the strategy needs to change a little bit where you want to load up your better cards in this area because you're going to be scoring starting here and then here and then here. If you put all your great cards over in this, so if I put them in this section, I'll be left in the dust because I'll be losing here, and next thing you know, red has hit the quash win circle before I can even get to scoring my good cards over here. Okay, we're done. So again, have to start scoring at number 1. I lose that one, I won that one. I lose this one, I win the next one. I lose this one, and I lost the next one. And I lost the next one. Red wins. Red gets Quash.